Here are a list of artists that I no longer listen to as a Christian, part 2. First up on the list, we have Rod Wave. Now, when I say I used to love him, hands down, was playing all his music, bumping it in a car, singing it out loud. But once I gave my life to Christ, I realized the type of music that I was singing. Not saying like, oh, he's demonic or anything, but the energy that is given is very sad and depressing. And so whenever I was sad or depressed, I would always want to play his music because it made me feel better, when really it was just keeping me in that mode or that depressive state that I was in. And it would sometimes enhance my suicidal thoughts. So I had to stop listening to him altogether. Next up, we have Megan Thee Stallion. Now, y'all, I used to love her so much. But some of her songs, the things that she's saying, demons, snakes, you gotta pay attention to what they're saying and listen to. And also on some of her album covers, she's dressed as a demon that like with horns and evil. It's just real evil and demonic. So I stopped listening to her altogether. Next up, we have Sexy Red. I didn't like her, but it was just that her songs were very catchy. And then I realized like she is an industry plant where they just put her there to try to get the youth away from God and Christianity and try to get them to saying what she's saying. And that's basically what happened. And so it's just like now we need to spread more awareness about her and what her goal is and why she even is in the industry in the first place. Next up, we have Beyonce. Now, I know it's a lot of stuff going on around her and the things that she is and who she represents and what she say, and that is so true. And that also helped me to understand why I shouldn't be listening to her, because for one, she says who she worships, and it's not God, it's not Jesus Christ, it's not the one we talking about. The things that she say, like she take the Bible pages out the book and she stuff them up her on her period. And it's just a lot of things going on around her, so I stopped listening to her. And lastly, we have Nicki Minaj. Now, she was kind of a hard one because I was always listening to her music, her songs, and I used to love her. But then over time, I used to realize how she used to say she has two personalities, like herself and then Roman, whoever that is. So I just stopped listening to all her music overall. I've said this so many times, but I feel like a lot of people don't hear me. But the type of music that we listen to really can affect our spirit and our mental well-being. Like I said, Rod Wave was putting me in a depressive state, and he was making me even sadder when I thought he was making me feel better, and it was only enhancing my suicidal thoughts. So I had to stop listening to him. It's like the music that we listen to is how we act. We'll think like that, and we'll start to act it out, and our lives will soon be consumed of the things that we listen to. So we will start to do what we hear. So they say, shake your booty. Okay, let's go to the club and shake our booties. Or they say, let's get money. Or, you know, things like that they say in these songs that they hyper fixate on. It's not good, because then you will be saying those things, not knowing what you're saying over your life, not knowing what you're speaking over yourself. And the music industry is heavily influenced by Satan. So when you're listening to music, you have to have discernment, and you have to go to God and ask him, okay, is this something I should be listening to? And also think about, would you listen to this music around God? Would you play this music in front of God? And if you know that you wouldn't do that, maybe you shouldn't be listening to that type of music. Now, I'm not saying this to convict you or make you feel bad, but this is some of the things that God has made me aware of, and I'm just bringing awareness to you all. So if you guys want a part 3, let me know, and I'll get that out to you guys.